Today, I want to share some skincare products that I've really been enjoying. You know, we love our skincare over here. Hi, I'm Cher. Welcome to the Cher Effect. If you haven't been here before, I'm still looking for my tribe. I consider myself a bit of an anti-influencer. I love talking about products that support my habits and routines that really have helped in strength and beauty and beautiful skin and body and mind. However, as a practicing psychotherapist, I also bring in this lens where I've gotten to witness people's lives over the lifespan. It's really influenced how I think about aging, beauty, taking care of oneself. And so I like to take a deeper look at some of our habits, some of what we're doing in beauty, in cosmetics, in skincare, in the aesthetics space with more of a critical eye. I want to talk about that for 2026, what I'm considering, what I'm probably going to pass on. If that sounds good, I welcome you here. Although there are plenty of products that I love, I'm also very critical in what I spend my money on. So if that sounds good, go ahead, grab a stretch, grab something to drink, put me on in the background, let's hang out. Okay, I've got a few new products that I've really been enjoying, but I want to emphasize none of my skincare routine matters unless I'm doing my three basic things. And the holy grail is my tretinoin use. Now, for me personally, I use the Altrino. It's a prescription tretinoin at night. There certainly are good retinol formulas. I like to go to the OG, which is a prescription strength tretinoin. I am able to use this formula every night, and everything I do is in service of supporting that so that I can get the most studied, most tried and true active product that is going to work on collagen synthesis, work on fine lines and wrinkles, tone and texture, even some hyperpigmentation. So kind of everything that I do in my routine is supporting my use of tretinoin every night. That would be my SPF usage, so that I'm not going backwards with what I'm doing with my skin and I'm protecting my skin from the number one ager, UV damage from the sun. So it's it's SPF, a moisturizer to keep moisture in my skin, a good cleanser that doesn't strip my skin. So here's a product that I think of as very barrier supportive and one of those things that helps me keep using my tretinoin, keeps my skin moisture barrier intact so I can continue to use Tret each night and get those big bang effects. And that is the collagen Reedle shot, and this specifically is the Cica formulation. Now, Cica is a plant-based extract that is super calming to the skin. Now, these are little spicules that are in this formula that they say make it go a little deeper into the skin. Now, I don't even pay attention to that whole needling idea of this product because I get the 100 strength. At these lower strengths, the 50, the 100, I think they go up to 700, but at 100, when I'm putting this on, I don't feel any spiky, I don't feel any poking, really don't feel anything except for this lovely formulation. Array of botanicals and humectants, it's got that Cica in there, and these formulas, I've gotten different ones. I like the Cica one the best, are just so skin supportive. I can use this as my daily serum. It's decently priced. You can now get it at Ulta, so I don't have to wait for something like Stylevana or Yes Style. So I love having this in my routine. It really helps boost up my skin barrier. The Cica, I think, helps a little of the redness that I can get this time of year just from like indoor heating. What a delight. I got sent over by Prequel, thank you, their Multi-Quench Hydration Mist. And this is absolutely gorgeous. This is so perfect for everyone's skin, particularly if you have sensitive skin. No fragrance. It is just the nicest, calmest, most beautiful little wispy mist that you can go ahead and lay down first skin before your serums, just to lock in some extra moisture. Of course, the price point is really great with Prequel. The amount here is really nice, and I've been using this like crazy. I'll use this on the body, especially on a night where I'm going to do a treatment like a retinol body treatment or an AHA treatment. When I opened this one up, this is the Purito Pure Vitamin C Serum, a nice big 2-ounce bottle. But when I first used it and, did my first pump, the smell is so strong. It is that sort of hot dog water smell that can come from some vitamin C's. I thought, oh my God, I'm not going to be able to use this. But I used it anyway, and I'm actually loving it. I don't think it has any fragrance in it, but I love it. It seeps right in. It does really well with any serum I'm going to put on top. No pilling, just very seamlessly seeping into the skin. And we want a vitamin C for that little bit of UV protection during the day, but that free radical protection that it does, that antioxidant, where it helps work on that reactive oxygen species damage that we're getting during the day just by breathing and walking around. So even though at first I thought, oh my God, I'm never going to be able to use this, that smell goes right away and I love it. It actually is quite a lovely vitamin C and a great price point. And this is the Professional Calcium Serum, and this is a stem cell growth factor serum. Now, of course, my tried and true is the calcium hair serum, the hair system. I swear by it. It's the only thing that has really, really made the difference in terms of a hair growth accelerator or helping me not lose hair over time and helping keep my hair as full and grow as well as I've ever seen it. So I swear by the calcium hair. But as far as the professional serum for the face, I used to just save this for microneedling sessions, but I actually started using just a few drops during the day just to help for skin irritation, a little bit of redness that I get this time of year from indoor heating. And it's been lovely. It's so seamless to work into the routine. And so it interacts well with anything else I'm putting on, but also it has those growth factors. So it's helping to, increase collagen cell signaling so that I'm going to be doing my best to amp up my collagen synthesis. One little bottle of this will last so long. I literally use 2 drops of this onto the skin and then go on with my other serums. If you haven't discovered Jordan Samuel, this is a beautiful, beautiful line, and I follow him on Lovely Person. I follow him on Instagram. He just did a post about his after show gel balm cleanser, which I remembered I'm going to need to go order it. It is one of my absolute favorite. Beautifully formulated. It's a balm gel cleanser, really good at breaking down SPF. Also a really good first morning cleanse. It's very, very gentle and just going in on those mornings where maybe I've done some slugging at night and I just want to lift off what I had from the night before, but so, so gentle. Anyway, that's not this. I decided to go ahead and try the eye cream. And this is my absolute favorite formulation. It's an eye gel. Eye creams tend to, especially if I'm using it during the day, tend to pill up or interrupt, things that I'm putting on top of it afterwards. So I really like an eye gel. It's just my preference in terms of consistency. But this is the Performance Eye Gel. It's a beautiful formulation. We've got some nice peptides in here, and I love the plumping effect of using a gel every day on my eyes, upper and lower, and then going on whatever else I'm going to do on top of that. But this one has been lovely, and it's a reasonable price point, very nice formulation. Really, really enjoying that. I love this. I love the Dr. Althea. This is the barrier cream, the 147. They now have this in Ulta, which is really, really great. The price point is wonderful. This is a beautiful, beautiful seep right into your skin moisturizer. Sort of has a little bit of a gel cream formulation, a little bit of gel cream texture to it. I love this as much as I love the Klairs Midnight Blue Moisture. This is more like her winter sister. So this is really great. This is another one of those barrier supportive products that are helping me keep on tretinoin each night because it's going in and giving my skin everything I need. No fragrance as far as I can tell. And I just love the way that I can just easily work this into my daytime routine. Goes perfect under SPF. I always love having a tube of this. This is the Josie Maran Infinity Cream. This is really your all-round balm. I love this so much. I can use it for anything I really want to go ahead and just lock in moisture. So doing this over a treatment on my hands at night, doing this over an eye treatment, and having a sort of an eye slugging routine. It's gorgeous on the neck. I've got a little irritation lately. My neck is so easily irritated, and when it is, I can go and stop doing AHA or trying to do retinol, as I'm always trying to do on my neck. My neck doesn't like retinol or retin-A or any of it, but I know I can use this and lock in some good moisture. Here's a good combo right here, a beautiful layer of a humectant, and then the Josie Maran locking it in on top. It's just so skin mimetic. It just feels like it gives your skin what your skin wants. No real fragrance. I think the fragrance is maybe just the tiniest note of citrus, but you can also smell the argan oil, which is, for those of us who like those kinds of things, it smells nice, but very, very, very light. Gorgeous. I talked about it in my last video. I'm on the creatine. It hasn't been as bad as I thought. I was just, kind of dreading starting it, just of the worry of like getting bloated or scale weight gain. Well, I wouldn't know if I had gained anything on the scale because I'm not jumping on it at all. And that's just, if any of us who have a history of eating disorder, body dysmorphia, scales are not our friends. And I don't need to know if this is putting more water in my muscle. If it's working, it probably is. So this is a creatine gummy by Create. And I got the blue raspberry. It is lovely. It tastes lovely. Now, there's two kind of people who leave comments on this. Some of them say, oh, it tastes great, and others say it tastes awful. Well, the people who are saying it tastes great is because we never eat anything like this. If you're saying it tastes awful, you're probably used to eating candy, gummies, whatever. It's not going to taste good compared to a real candy. But it's sweet, has a nice flavor. It's a little bit gritty. This is creatine, but I'm taking 3 of these a day, which equals to close to 5 grams. And I'm just starting out. Evidently, it takes 2 to 4 weeks for our muscles to get really saturated with creatine. But of course, I'm doing it for muscle recovery, exercise recovery, and lean body mass preservation, and even growing lean body mass. Using it for that. Also, there are some cognitive effects. If you didn't see my last video on brain, mind, health, I'll link that. But I mentioned there that I really want to start to take creatine. I've really resisted it for a long time, and so the gummies make it a friendly way to get on it. And it's definitely working. I really do love this. Seems like a good brand. And if I end up doing more, I think I'm looking into like some powders and things like that. But I'm not going to go heavy-handed with it because, as I go over in that video on brain health, I do a lot for the brain, and I never just heavily lean on one thing. It's not going to be just creatine that's going to save my brain over time. It's going to be many things that I do in my routines. So I'll link that video for you below. So, thoughts about skincare for 2026. I'm going to continue to really lean on at this point, it's really like every 2 months, microneedling session. I will link my 10 years of microneedling in 10 minutes video down there for you. And I'll be bringing this next one to you. I'm sure I'm going to be doing something sort of specialized this time. I always try to do a sort of something different, you know, whether I'm going to use growth factors, what have you, and I'll be bringing that to you soon. But I really feel like microneedling is such a legitimate ongoing skin supportive, collagen induction therapy supportive protocol that I'm gonna put on the, back burner any laser treatments. I don't do injectables. I don't have filler. I don't use Botox. I'm really leaning on my general skincare routine, which the basis of it is my tretinoin use, my every other month or so microneedling sessions, which I really feel make a huge, huge difference in my skin, have made a difference in my skin. I can do that on my neck. I can't use tretinoin on my neck, but I can microneedle my neck, use some growth factors, do some good collagen induction over time, and keep that skin as healthy as I can along with my supportive routines. I considered the old therapy. I think it's about $2,500, and I think no, I think I'm just going to do microneedling, stick with that. Of course, if I consider anything else, I'm going to share it with you guys, like the non-ablative lasers, I think are in the running, like with the same results that I can achieve by doing really good sound microneedling. So this is a, gold standard for me, and it's really what I'm considering for this next year. So other than that, we're going into the Chinese New Year of the Fire Horse. How cool is that? Year of transformation. So let's hold space for, repair, always holding space for repair, healing, and transformation. I wish you guys a really great new year. I hope you'll hang around here and we'll hang out this year. And I love you guys. Excited to see you in the next one. See you then.